No, 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 no. Happy Monday. I heard it was Monday today at my kickboxing class. This is what it looks like when you don't want to get up for kickboxing because you just went yesterday at 9 a.m. and today the class was at 6:15 a.m. But you get your ass up and you do it anyway. Resistance is where the muscle is. It's where the muscle takes over a new memory, right? Like when you're lifting weights in the gym and you want to gain muscle, you have to like push the muscle past its limit and make it tear and create the scar tissue that makes it bigger, right? When there's scar in the way and then like muscle grows back around it, it's just becoming bigger and better, right? Leaner. I don't know about leaner, but you definitely need a massage, so you should hit me up. Anyways, resistance is where the muscle memory gets pushed to its limits. You have to push past that limit. So when you want to talk to somebody, well, when you're arguing with somebody, not talking to them anymore, and you don't want to make amends, that is the resistance. And that's where the magic happens. And that's where the closer relationship happens and the better relationship, because when you take it on, right, head on, when you handle it, you both grow together. And that is what creates peace within and what creates peace around the world. So it starts with you. It starts with us. It starts with each individual, because we're one. Like, I am you, you are me. We are connected energetically no matter what you say or think or do. And resistance is where, when you meet that resistance and push past that resistance, that's where you win. Win, win, win. If you don't want to get up and go to class or work or have that hard conversation, if you don't want to clean your room, the resistance, the procrastination, when you do it, you win. That's it. So get your ass up and do that shit. But that's not what I was Facebook living for today. I just heard on, I listened to, what do I listen to? KNPR. This is how I cheated my way through political science, by the way. Is it KPRW? Yeah. I used to listen to it right in the morning, right before I went to class, and then like the professor would talk about the issues going on, and I would pass because I just listened to the radio. And I heard them just now say there's a dilemma about people collecting pandemic unemployment insurance and going back to work because the insurance is more than what people would normally get paid. And hell's yes it is. Let me just tell you. Sole proprietor is, the pandemic insurance is way more money than I was making individually or just working by myself. Sole proprietorship is not easy, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it because, you know, I have my happiness and my sanity and nobody telling me what to do. But then, you know, I don't have a lot of money, but hey, I don't need a lot. Everything's provided anyways, because, you know, number one, master of the universe has my back, always have my back. What is the point? People don't want to go back to work. So there's a dilemma with employers not wanting to pay that much, right, to meet the pandemic and insurance standard. So we have a new standard here, y'all. I love the pandemic. It was a necessary evil, how they say. Put everybody in quarantine, which is like meditation, quiet, stillness. You really had to deal with your own shit, and gave people access to their creative skills. You had to get creative, right? And create something to help keep your living life going, right? And it also created communities. I saw, you know, you're probably part of some Facebook groups in your city. There's a whole lot of support within the community. Everybody giving everybody food or whatever it is they needed. It was really, I saw a lot of positives whereas most people in the news were focusing on the negatives. And what else? Yeah, it took away all the distractions, all those distractions of the clubs and the bars and the sports events and the Disneylands and amusement parks and whatever. Keep you distracted from your family, from what's really going on, from shit that you need to deal with inside, because inside is where it begins, and then that's how you get healthy. Well, there's 4 bodies, so mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. But it's one of the bodies. The spiritual was really missing. And it's great because spiritual warfare, that means, you know, victors are going to come out of it. And what is the point of this? Employers don't want to match pandemic insurance benefits. So now there's a competition, which is good. It's great because this is what I went to a protest, and I was sitting next to a business owner. She had a hair salon. This is in the beginning of the pandemic. And she was wondering how come people didn't come out this more often, that we need people to, you know, speak up and for our rights and do whatever with the governor to have businesses open. She was like, I don't know why. I said, well, because most of the world is not business owners. So they don't know what it's like. They don't have the same rules that you do. They're employees. They're not entrepreneurs. And so, also during the pandemic, people who were not making a lot of money and then got the pandemic insurance were making more money. And people who had jobs and businesses and had money were now making no money. So we had an opportunity to experience each other's side. And it's like, that's the way you could, you know how they say, walk in my shoes, walk a mile in my shoes? Like, we actually got to put each other's shoes on. And even like parents, I was going to say moms, but that's kind of sexist because dads had to work from home too, right? And so the parents were taking care of the kids and teaching the kids along with the teachers, right, on Zoom. So the parents got a taste of their teacher's shoes because they had to be home with them. And you get what I'm saying. So what was the point? The money. So now the power is in the people. Could be in the people, because we still put our power in other pseudo powers, like the government, like just listening to what they say and doing what they say to do. So the power is in the people right now, and we could use it to our benefit. And you know, people will argue about like the economy and there's inflation and blah blah blah. Inflation is big time right now. But a lot of people don't even understand that or get that or realize it, because it's hidden. And it's really not hidden, because it's in gas prices, it's in grocery prices, it's in restaurant prices, it's in product prices. Everything's gone up. It's inflated. What is the point? We have the power. The power is in the people. The power has always been in the people. People just don't know it. So then there was no power. But we have the opportunity to, it's kind of like going on strike. It's like some people want to go back to work because employers are willing to pay, and those people probably didn't get that much unemployment benefits. And because let me tell you guys, unemployment benefits are not a lot. And the people who weren't making a lot of money and got more money on insurance, they don't want to go back to work. Some of them don't want to go back to work because of the money. Some don't want to go back to work because they really are afraid of the virus, or people not being vaccinated, or whatever. It's just scared to go back out in the world and maybe get sick, even though they haven't in a year and a half. But there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity here. It's an opportunity to really get what you want, stand for what you want, and then have it. And we'll see. Only time will tell. They said on the radio station that people didn't want to go back back to work because a lot of people are still not vaccinated, so they're not protected. This is the point. Just because I'm not vaccinated does not mean I'm not protected. And isn't the vaccination supposed to be, or all the masks supposed to be for the other person? So because I'm not vaccinated does not mean I'm not protected. And because I'm not vaccinated, it doesn't mean that you're not protected either. A lot of people say they have faith, but if you can't have faith if you have fear, and you can't have fear if you have faith. What is it? The law of physics, some things can't occupy the same space at one time. You either have faith or you have fear. That's it. And I choose to have faith. I choose to be one with God. I choose to be one with my immune system. I choose to put good foods in my body, use my zinc, my quinine, get my elderberry tonics from my elderberry life doula Danny, and take my kickboxing class. Most of those people are not vaccinated, but we still go out into the world where people are. And, you know, you guys, you know it all. All the information is accessible. Your conspiracy theorist friends have given you access to the other side of the news. There's always this side, that side, and the truth, right? So everything that you see on the news is just what you see on the news. It doesn't mean it's true. It means whoever paid for that network and those people and whatever the agenda is what they're going to show you, right? Like if I'm creating a movie, it's from my point of view and it's from what I want you to see and feel. That's what the news is. And notice it's all bad. Turn that shit off. Mind your own business. Mind your family, mind your health, mind your wealth. And just because you read my post earlier, it's people are vaccinated and people are not vaccinated, and so the fuck what? Everybody needs to get over their fear and have faith. I think that's it. Just because somebody's not vaccinated doesn't mean somebody's not protected. It just means they're not vaccinated. Context is created, and the pseudo powers that be in charge of the media and news and stuff get to say whatever they want to say. And you get to listen to whatever you want to listen to. So I would choose higher. That's all. I love you. Take care of your own immunity. Put your own life in your own hands. Peace out.